Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Envoy with me, Reggaeton. Let's return to Free Phoenicia, turn in these quests. Good job, Kayla. Level up, and then see about knocking out the next challenge on the challenge board.
Sounds interesting.
The bridge is no more. We came to collect our payment.
Wouldn't expect any less of you, recruits. Can't believe you rookies picked up this slack after some of our best.
We've found a lot of dead Empire soldiers. Chaos shards were reanimating them with magic.
So sick bastards. Cold-blooded monsters. That is why we fight them. So the world won't fall into their hands.
We've also found some victims that align with the description of the unit you mentioned. Most likely we're to be experimented on in the same way.
We've secured some patches that could help you identify them, in case you...
Thank you, recruits. But this mustn't leave this room. Are we clear? Losing a squad of elites is comparable to the decimation of an entire garrison. The war has already claimed too much. We can't afford losing anything else, at least not in the public eye.
What is that supposed to mean?
The people you have identified will be labeled as missing in action. If the soldiers learn about their fate, how horrible and gruesome it was, nobody will want to fight the Bloody League.
So no one will ever learn what happened to them? As if they never existed, huh?
There's more to being a soldier than swinging a sword. Someone has to make the hard choices to keep the morale high. Without the army, there'd be no one to keep our families safe from the sickos you met on that bridge. You've seen how twisted magic can get if it's left unchecked.
All right, we get it. So, what about the intel you promised?
About that, listen. I pulled a few strings and got that report cleared for you, but it was suddenly blocked by someone higher up. Sorry, I did my best. Here's your regular pay, though. I'll let you know when we have more jobs for you. Stay safe out there.
Blocked by a higher up? Why would the Empire be so secretive about the Claw?
Someone must have deemed this information dangerous. I guess we did learn something after all.
Sure.
Also think the opposite might be true about the people learning what happened to the elites in the Empire.
You're back. Please, did you learn anything?
Learning about the evil that the Chaos Shards were committing might inspire more people to join the army to fight against that evil. So I think this is the right thing to do, but we are just mercenaries in this situation. I'm gonna keep the secret.
I'm sorry, we didn't find him.
It's all right, my dear. I'll try my luck with someone else around here.
I'm sure he'll be back eventually.
You know, when they moved him to a garrison in Free Phoenicia, I hope he'd spend less time deployed on missions. It gets quite lonely here sometimes. We had to leave behind most of our friends and family, but I just couldn't leave him alone. He is helpless with the... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling.
No, it's okay.
I rarely get to talk with anyone when he's gone, you see. But alas, thank you for your time, dears. Long live the Empire!
Yeah, I don't feel good about lying about that.
Well, the Empire will have to deal with it by themselves.
Yeah, we shouldn't get involved.
Yet, Seeing this woman made me realize how real the people who die in this war are. Once the nameless troopers have names and families, it's so much harder to lie, to distance yourself.
That's right, I think I compared this already. And the poison chance on the Elven Bow does seem better. Yeah, why not? There is weapon damage on that ring. No critical damage, though. Less critical damage on this ring as well. But it is a higher tier, so I may just equip it. No, I'm not. I'll just sell it. Another multi-shot. I mean, less HP for more damage and lifesteal. Let me grab this. I guess that and all of these. Let's go ahead and grab Weapon Enchanting 3. Unlocks enchantment recipes for weapons, critical supercharge, matter conflux, critical healing, withering edge, critical explode, mana channel, imbue fire, and imbue poison. Then grab Armor Enchanting 4. Unlocks enchantment recipes for armor, power over might, abhorrent visage, or aberrant visage, and chaos armor. And then extra enchantment slot 2. Adds an enchantment slot to crafted items of magic rarity.
Sure.
The edge of the map was making me, preventing me from turning my camera. Yeah, stop me right here too.
Thank you for your thorough report. Our people are taking care of whatever follow-up has to be carried on. Let me just say, good job. As soon as our support troops reached the village, they were greeted with a shipment that's sure to last us for a while.
What about the mayor? We mentioned in the report that...
He was a traitor, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, but he did have some valid reasons. The village was left undefended, with no means of opposing the Empire.
How many people who wanted him dead would have been gone if not for the deal he managed to strike?
I'm sure I don't need to remind you that we're at war. Sometimes you have to make tough choices to reach your goal. He made the wrong one, you made the right one. Anyhow, that concludes your task. Your efforts won't go unnoticed, and the League thanks you for your contribution. As for your request concerning the payment, I've amassed some information on the Claw. Although I must admit, I doubt we could provide you with anything groundbreaking, since it has been a relevant subject for a while now. According to our intelligence, the Claw was once a high house of the Empire, although their current emperor would undoubtedly deny it nowadays. It is used to possess significant political influence and wealth.
So, not only is the Claw real, it actually operated openly at some point. Well, there must be some records of their activities.
It was ages ago, mind you. There was a reason to believe they were secretly involved in some human supremacist activism and various projects publicly denounced by other races. They were deemed a considerable threat to stability.
Do you know anything about those projects? Perhaps there's some connection between them.
We tried to make sense of this in the past, but with the rise of the technomancers, League surveillance focused more on the immediate threat. There have been no records of the Claw since then.
Is that really all you have on the Claw?
I warned you it's not much. I attached a copy of the relevant reports with your payment.
It will suffice, thank you. But if you happen to find something else, we will be much obliged.
Of that I am most certain. For now, though, we do not require your immediate assistance. I bid you farewell, and I hope we'll get to work together again.
There's that. We tried talking to both sides.
Come on, let's meet up with the others at Pablo's.
The League was a bit more helpful there. Alright, let's level up real quick. So for Malachi, more points into power. And for skills, we'll grab the upgrade for strong criticals. An extra 20% critical damage. Oh, no matter, I only have specialization points. Well, in that case, let's grab the upgrade to Arcane Arsenal. An extra 5% of your total weapon damage converted to skill power. And I guess more bioelectric shields because we are starting to take more damage. So an extra 50% magic shield for another 15% max health cost. Like Kayla gets more mastery, and let's go ahead and max out Tree of Inferno. Does seem to be a pretty powerful ability. Alright, and Might for Benedict. Gives him weapon skill plus 1 level, so he can use Shield Bash, I assume. And I might do... Well, shoot, he needs mana regen too. But if I get this 10 points, 10 points, he gets more max mana. Let's go and do this. He's not going to crit often, at least I'm not building him to. But more damage can't hurt. Plus more mana regen is also good. And then here, I think I'm going to max out Juggernaut. So an extra 10% physical resist, an extra 10% elemental resist. And Cestia, more speed. Yeah, I guess sniper training. So your two-handed ranged weapons gain plus 3 damage at plus 1 meter range. And damage goes up by 1. And range goes up by 1 meter. Leon, mastery, and... let's do Pocket Factory 1, gain plus 1 summon points. and Titan. Costs 3 summon points. A powerful melee unit can pull distant enemies with a chain skill, HP and damage scale with summoner's skill power. Let's transfer some points into armor transference. Or at least 1 point. Just to make him a little tankier.
Let's get going.
Oh, that's right, I didn't level up Vaso. Alright, more points into mastery, and we'll go ahead and grab Self-Preservation 3. Each time you cast a skill, gain plus 10 HP regen and plus 4 mana regen for 5 seconds.
Sure.
Mana Starved. Face off against a horde of enemies, but watch out. Your mana won't regenerate. Defeat the mana list to create pools of mana that can fuel your skills. Party members 4, enemy waves 4, and we'll get Archmage's Glasses. Mana regen plus 0.3 per second, max mana plus 10, damage to skill something plus 30%, and Archmage's Wisdom, or Archmage. I prefer to say that Archmage. Grants the wearer skill power equal to 30% of their weapon damage, and 1500 gold. So no mana regen, so Cestia is going to be good here anyway, as will Benedict because he's naturally tanky even without skills. Now I wonder if her one ability overrides the no mana regen, or she gets mana regen when she uses a skill. I'm assuming that it doesn't.
We don't have all day.
What? On my way. Huh. Trouble ahead.
Plan B?
Speak. On your command.
What do you propose? Speak.
Yes.
Not now. Yes.
Oh yeah?
What's the plan?
Let's not mess this up. I'm not gonna take any damage from this guy. He's standing there. Hang back, Benedict. Uh-oh.
Orders.
Oh, this doesn't require any mana. We can just spam this.
What do you propose?
Speak.
Yes.
What's the plan?
Time for Plan B.
Orders?
What?
Oh yeah.
Speak.
Time for Plan B.
What?
On your command.
Yes.
Yes?
So I definitely thought the little circles the enemies put down when they died was what was supposed to give me my mana back, but it looks like it's this thing back here instead.
Right away! Not now.
Orders?
What?
Speak.
The padding is terrible.
Speak.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how her headshot ability keeps missing like that.
Stop.
It's not the
struggling.
first time.
Time for Plan B. Yes.
Alright, buddy, just use your ability.
Orders?
And it didn't hit because for whatever reason he ran out here and then cast it. So, alright.
What? Not now.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't a very difficult challenge.
Yes.
Especially since I can just spam this ability. Which
Huh?
misses like half the time. That seems pretty good. I mean, more skill power is just great in general. And it gives you mana regen. So this will give me more skill power. It looks a little silly.
Just a little walk.
Well, off to Pablo's we go. See what our next objective will be.
Sure, why not?
So here we are, risking our lives time and time again, and yet there's still so much we don't know.
How is this conflict even still going? From what we've learned, both sides are a terrible mess. They have little regard for their people's lives or the destruction they leave in their wake. Not to mention they're repeatedly sending us to blind and certain death.
They have an abundance of mercenaries at their disposal, Malachi. This is war.
Yes, this is war. I feel like this phrase is more common than a greeting these days. And despite all our efforts, we still don't know anything about the Claw.
I admit I hoped for more, but we got something out of this, didn't we?
Blisters from walking, bruised knuckles.
Our current knowledge boils down to the fact that nobody is willing to say anything useful.
But isn't this a fact worth taking into account?
The Empire blocked the Claw reports for an unknown reason.
And the League said the Claw once operated from within the Empire. There's a high house, no less. If true, it's surprising to say the least.
The other races considered them a threat back then. And yet we know for a fact that Hallis recognized a Claw member who participated in some dealings with a League outpost.
It's all just half-truths and speculations. No solid proof or even further leads.
Maybe we just need more time. If we keep doing these jobs...
They will still treat us like outsiders. No matter how many suicide missions we complete, I don't know if we can ever change that.
We need to think it all through. I'm still researching the Oracle. I think I'm onto something. Maybe this will shed some new light.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
You're still upset, Mal.
What gave it away?
I understand your frustration, but you don't have to be so touchy. I'm not your enemy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was an emotional day.
Tell me about it. I may be able to cheer you up, though. If I'm right, we'll soon finally learn something about the Oracle.
You had a breakthrough in your little book club with Pablo?
Indeed. I think it could, in fact, be connected to the attack on the City of Bones.
So you're saying it is true. Parents died over a legend from the hands of some ghost assassins nobody wants to talk about. This is such bullshit.
There's always a kernel of truth to legends, you know? Dad knew about the Oracle. If they researched it, it's possible that the Claw targeted them for this very reason. If I'm right, following the Oracle's legend could help us learn what the assassins were so afraid of. Maybe even draw them out of hiding again.
All right, I still don't know what to think about all this, but I trust you, Kayla. So what is it you learned exactly?
I used Pablo's connections to track and acquire an extensive bibliography so that I could filter and cross-reference parents' notes on the Oracle. At first, I couldn't make any sense of it. I was almost ready to give up, but then I just had a hunch. Suddenly, I knew exactly where we should go.
A hunch? Is that it? You want to send us on a wild goose chase based on a hunch?
You said you trust me, Mal. Act on it. I'm certain there's something out there, and I know it's important. Can I count on you to help me find it?
Yeah. I've got your back. I always will.
Alright, travel to the ancient site. But first, guide quests. Or side dungeons. So we have Sandsedge Forest and Thorny Stronghold. I think we'll go here first. Sandsedge Forest, size small, theme ancient temple, difficult. I don't like how so many things get cut off. But this gets cut off, and then a lot of the statistics on the equipment get cut off too. Difficulty hard, enemy family league, chest 3, mining deposits titanium. We've already read that description before. A parasite rod. We've seen that before, so not the most exciting. That was spraying the A-team.
Follow me.
Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll knock out this dungeon. Maybe the next one too. But we'll see. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.